ready to kind of explore reality through a whole new lens.
Mm.
We're diving deep into Eastern philosophy today,
Mm-hmm.
guided by the incredible insights of Alan Watts and his book, The Philosophies of Asia.
Oh, fantastic.
You've shared some excerpts with us that really capture how these philosophies view reality.
Yeah.
So let's unpack those
Yeah.
together.
Watts has this incredible ability to make these really complex ideas relatable.
Right.
It's like he's handing you a new pair of glasses and
Yeah.
saying, try these on, see the world differently.
I love that.
Yeah.
And he starts right off the bat challenging how we think about mythology.
Okay.
It's not about fairy tales, right?
Sure.
It's using imagery and an analogy to get at these really big ideas. Like we talk about the winter of someone's life,
Yeah.
but they're not literally experiencing December, are they?
Exactly. It's about finding those really resonant images that kind of unlock this deeper understanding.
Yeah.
Take the Hindu concept of the universe as like a grand play.
Okay.
We often feel like spectators in life, right?
Yeah.
But what if we're actually part of this incredible cosmic drama?
Wow. And not just part of it, but actors on the stage.
Yes.
So who's the leading role in this grand production?
That would be Brahma,
Okay.
the central actor, the ultimate reality. Imagine a sun with countless rays.
Okay.
Each ray is unique, yet they all originate from the same source.
Right.
We're like those rays, individual expressions of the one Brahma.
That's such a powerful image, but if we're all fundamentally one, why does it feel like we're experiencing so much separation?
That, my friend, brings us to the fascinating concept of Maya,
Oh.
the illusion of duality. It's not that the physical world is fake, but our perception of it as separate and fragmented
Right.
is a bit like a magician's illusion.
Hold on. Are you saying our senses are playing tricks on us?
Yeah.
That's kind of unsettling.
Think of it like a stage magician
Okay.
who uses misdirection to make something appear or disappear.
Right.
Our senses, Watts argues, do something similar.
Okay.
They focus our attention on specific things
Yeah.
while obscuring the interconnectedness of it all.
So how do we get past that?
Yeah.
If our senses are basically in cahoots with a cosmic magician, how do we see through the illusion?
Both Hinduism and Buddhism offer paths to what they call liberation,
Okay.
waking up from the dream of separation to experience a deeper reality.
Okay, I'm intrigued. So what are these paths to liberation? Give me some actionable steps, because this sounds like something we could all benefit from.
Well, one path Hinduism offers is through various yoga practices.
Okay.
And before you picture a room full of yoga mats,
Right.
remember we're talking about the original intent of yoga,
Ah, so not just
the physical poses.
the physical poses.
Right. It's about uniting the body, mind, and spirit.
Mm-hmm.
There are different types of yoga, each a unique path.
Okay.
For instance, there's jnana yoga,
Okay.
which emphasizes quieting the mind
Right.
through practices like meditation
Mm-hmm.
to directly experience reality.
Okay.
Then there's karma yoga, which focuses on selfless action,
Hmm.
recognizing that actions without attachment can lead to liberation.
It's not about running away to a cave then,
No,
but changing our relationship to the world around us.
precisely.
Hmm.
However, Zen Buddhism throws a bit of a curveball here.
Oh,
It suggests that the harder you try to achieve enlightenment,
okay.
the further you move away from it.
Wait, what? How can you not try to achieve something you want?
Right?
That sounds almost impossible.
It's like trying not to think of a pink elephant.
Yeah.
The very act of trying just makes the elephant louder, doesn't it?
We're great.
Zen Buddhism suggests striving for enlightenment has the same effect. It reinforces the illusion of a separate you trying to grasp something outside of itself.
That is a serious mind bender.
Yeah.
Is there any way out of this paradox?
Yeah.
This feels like I'm stuck in a philosophical maze.
Maybe Taoism, the other major pillar of Chinese thought, can offer a way out.
Okay.
It views liberation not as a distant goal, but a natural state of being.
Okay, so Taoism might hold a key to escaping this enlightenment maze. I'm ready to explore that.
It definitely offers a fresh perspective.
Okay.
You see, in Taoism, the focus isn't on worshiping a deity.
Right.
Instead, it's about understanding the Tao,
Yeah.
the fundamental principle that underlies all of existence, the way things just are.
So less about praying for things to change.
Yeah.
And more about understanding the underlying flow of the universe.
Exactly. And a key concept for understanding this flow is mutual arising.
Oh.
Things don't just pop into existence independently.
Right.
They arise in relation to everything else.
Okay, I need an example here.
Sure.
Mutual arising sounds very abstract.
Think about bees and flowers.
Okay.
They need each other, right?
Yeah.
Bees need nectar from flowers.
Right.
And flowers need bees to spread their pollen. It's a beautiful illustration of how things exist in this web of interconnectedness.
It makes you realize we're not as independent as we sometimes think.
Right.
We're part of this massive interconnected system.
Yeah.
And that makes me think about karma.
Okay.
How does Taoism view that concept? Earlier, we talked about it being like a cosmic reward and punishment system.
Taoism has a more nuanced take.
Okay.
It's not that you're racking up points to be settled later.
Right.
It's more that our attachment to outcomes,
Okay.
our clinging to the past or future,
Yeah.
is what keeps us trapped in these cycles.
So instead of meticulously trying to balance the scales of karma,
Yeah.
Taoism suggests we find a way to step off the scales altogether.
You could put it that way. It's about aligning ourselves with the present moment,
Right.
with the Tao. That's the easy way out, as Watts puts it.
Earlier, we talked about the different types of yoga
Right.
and how they offer paths to liberation.
Yeah.
Does Taoism have specific practices too?
Mm.
Or is it more about a way of seeing things?
While Taoism might not have formal practices like yoga,
Okay.
it does offer guiding principles.
Mm.
One that Watts highlights is the Japanese concept of sonoma,
Okay.
which translates to just as it is.
So accepting the present moment without feeling the need to change it,
Yeah.
is that what leads to this effortless action we've been circling around?
Exactly.
Okay.
True freedom, according to this view, comes from realizing that you already are what you seek. There's no need to strive because you're already complete.
That resonates with what we were discussing about Zen Buddhism,
Yeah.
how the striving itself can be the obstacle.
Right.
But doesn't this just as it is approach sound a bit passive?
Oh,
Like it could lead to apathy or inaction?
That's a common misconception. Sonoma isn't about resigning yourself to whatever happens.
Okay.
It's about recognizing that true action arises naturally when you're aligned with the Tao. It's about effortless action, not forced action.
Finding that sweet spot between striving for enlightenment and just passively accepting everything,
Yeah,
is that the key?
you're catching on.
Okay.
And that's a theme that runs through all these Eastern philosophies.
Okay.
It's about finding the middle way,
Right.
the balance between opposites.
It's fascinating how these Eastern philosophies kind of dance around this whole idea of balance. You know,
Yeah.
like finding that middle way,
Yeah.
like you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Not forcing, not resisting.
Yeah.
It's a very different way of approaching life, isn't it?
It really is. It's less about imposing our will on the world
Right.
and more about aligning ourselves with the natural order of things.
Hmm.
Think of it like sailing.
Okay.
You can't force the wind right,
Right.
but you can adjust your sails to harness its power
Right.
and reach your destination.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
So instead of trying to be the captain who steers the ship through sheer force,
Right.
we're learning to become more attuned to the wind and the currents.
Precisely. It's about recognizing that we're part of something larger than ourselves
Yeah.
and learning to move with it, not against it.
This whole conversation has really challenged my usual way of thinking. It's like I've been trying to solve a puzzle, but with all the wrong pieces.
Right?
And I'm only now starting to see the bigger picture.
That's the beauty of exploring these philosophies.
Right.
They offer a fresh perspective on some of life's biggest questions.
Yeah.
They encourage us to question our assumptions,
Hmm?
challenge our perceptions, and ultimately to see the world
Yeah.
and ourselves with new eyes.
It makes you wonder, what would happen if we all tried to approach life with a little more sonoma,
Right.
with a little more acceptance of the present moment?
Yeah.
What kind of ripple effect would that create?
Now, that is a question worth pondering. And I think Alan Watts, in his own way, offers a starting point.
Okay.
He encourages us to simply notice that yearning for something more,
Right.
that constant striving for something beyond the present moment. What are we missing when we're so busy chasing after something else? Could it be that the prize we're looking for is already right here?
It's like we're so busy searching for the light switch that we don't realize we're already bathed in sunlight.
Exactly. And maybe, just maybe opening ourselves to that possibility is all it takes to experience the kind of liberation,
Right.
the kind of awakening that these Eastern philosophies point towards.
It's a really powerful thought to leave us with.
Yeah.
A reminder to appreciate the present moment with all of its imperfections and complexities.
Mm-hmm.
This deep dive has definitely given me a lot to think about, and I hope it's done the same for you listening.
Likewise.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep into the mysteries of existence.